It is the year 1890. Queen Victoria is an old lady now, but still on the throne of England. And it is 44 years since Captain Flaxton returned from the Crimean War to his family and his house in Yorkshire, Flaxton Hall. It sits full square amid the rolling countryside of the West Riding, standing now as it has done for several centuries. But for many years the old man, Andrew Flaxton, has lived alone in the great house, ever since his son Jonathan left home suddenly, never to be heard of again. Jonathan's mother has long since died, but the memory of those halcyon summers when Jonathan played with Archie Weeks, the boy chimney sweep whom the family adopted, is still in Andrew's memory. Now, Archie Weeks is a Yorkshire farmer, and he's returning to Flaxton Hall, the scene of his boyhood days so many years ago. Returning with his wife Sarah and Peter, his young son.
I know how hard it must be for you to give up your own farm and come back here, but, well, I've come to an age when I need an administrator.
I understand, sir. Anyway, most of my memories of this place are happy ones.
I find it more like a mausoleum now. Has been ever since my wife died and
Jonathan left.
13 years. And no word of him in all that time.
You've given up trying to find him, then?
My son is dead.
Dead?
I believe him to be so. Archie, you're like a second son to me, and I need you. But I must ask you never to speak Jonathan's name again, not in my hearing.
He was my friend.
He was my son.
No, I'm sorry, sir. How's your friend Sir Tarquin Stilgo?
We keep away from the Stilgos, and they keep away from us.
Ah, well, that at any rate hasn't changed.
He's just as evil as ever his father was. No quality, no breeding. Well, look after the place for me, won't you?
I will, sir.
He's very like you were when you were his age. Peter, you grow up to be half the man your father is, we'll be quite content. Sarah, it's very good of you to give up your own home and come and live here. And I hope you'll be comfortable in this house.
I'm sure I will be, sir.
And take charge of the servants for me, won't you? They're a lazy lot.
I'll do my best.
And now, if you'll excuse me, I find I tire very easily these days. You have my gratitude, both of you.
He looks so much older now than when I remember him last.
He's had sad memories, lass.
What did happen to Jonathan, Father?
I've told you often enough, lad. He went away.
Why?
Why? I don't know the whys and wherefores, lad.
It's strange.
What is?
It almost feels as though he was still here.
All those stories you keep filling his head with.
Aye. But we did have some grand adventures here, lass. Come on, I'll show you your new home. Come on, Peter.
In the next few days, Archie was able to show young Peter the scenes of those grand adventures. The secret places that he and Jonathan as boys had discovered. Peter continually prompted his father to tell him more about the old days. Now that he was actually living at Flaxton Hall, his interest in their adventures grew, and with it, his curiosity about Jonathan. Favourite among the stories that his father told him was the one about the finding of the famous Flaxton jewels, the fortune that restored the estate over 40 years ago.
It was you and Jonathan who found the jewels, wasn't it, Father?
Aye, well, it was more Jonathan, really, as he suddenly had the idea they might be hidden in this old globe of the world.
And where is it now, Father?
Where's what?
That globe.
Well, in there, I expect, in Jonathan's old room.
May I see it?
There, lad, no one goes in there anymore. You see, it's always kept securely locked.
Why?
Peter, will you come away from that door, please? And stop testing your father with all these questions. Why don't you go outside and play?
I'd give anything just to have one look at that globe.
Well, it's not to be, so there's no use you keeping on about it, young man. Come on, outside with you.
All right, Mother.
It wouldn't be so bad if there were children of his own age hereabouts.
There's no bother, really.
You will keep on telling him all those stories.
He'll be all right when he settles down.
Well, we've been here a while now. Off with you. You see. Oh, you're both impossible. Peter, come here.
Mother, there's a boy.
Yes, I know.
Can I go and talk to him?
No.
But...
Run and find your father quickly and tell him that Sir Tarquin Stilgo is here in the house with Mr. Flaxton. Go on, lad. Hurry.
You're a stubborn old fool, Flaxton. But then you've been that way ever since your son walked out of here.
It is no concern of yours.
I am making you a good business proposition.
And why, pray? Your father, he wanted Flaxton Hall, and you know what happened to him?
Yes.
There was violence, and his greed landed him in jail.
I am not here to discuss my father. The price I offer for this place and its lands is more than generous, Flaxton. If you live to be 100, you'll not get a better deal. Now, may I have your answer, sir?
You've had it, Sir Tarquin.
Why won't you sell? You've no one to leave the place to. What'll happen to Flaxton Hall?
That is my affair.
You've always said we Stilgoes have been after Flaxton Hall. And why not? It's a very fine place. But annexed to Stilgo Lodge, the combined estate will be the finest in the county. A fitting inheritance for young David.
David is not your son.
David is my ward. My father's brother's son. A Stilgo. An heir. Someone to carry on the Stilgo name.
Then you'll have to carry it on from Stilgo Lodge. And now good day to you, sir.
I mean to have this place, Flaxton.
Would you oblige us by leaving now, please?
You remember, Archie?
Sir Tarquin.
Mr. Weeks. I'm afraid Mr. Flaxton and I have been having a slight argument. You see, I called to make him a fair offer for the Flaxton land.
You've been wasting your time.
You fool, can't you see? Tell him. Tell him his son is dead. Tell him he has no one.
Archie will inherit Flaxton if my son doesn't return.
But it's not the same, though, is it? There's no continuity. The name of Flaxton dies with you.
Get out of my house!
Damn it,
That's
Flaxton!
enough.
There's more behind this than that scoundrel's letting on. I know it. He's up to something.
Don't upset yourself, sir.
He's never to be received in this house again. If he dares to set foot on my land... his father's wickedness.
Ah, developed a bit more of his own.
He'd never have dared set foot in this house if
Jonathan had been here.
But you're here now, aren't you?
Ah, but it's not the same. I'm not Jonathan, and I don't bear the Flaxton name.
But that doesn't matter.
Yes, it does, and it's right that it should. You can't shut him out of your life. You can't keep his memory hidden in a forgotten room.
What are you doing here? No one comes in here.
I didn't mean to.
No one. Now get out. Oh, Jonathan.
Now, do you understand me, lad? That part of the house is absolutely forbidden to you.
Yes, Father.
Annie, you can go and help cook prepare the vegetables now.
You're not to go anywhere near that room.
But, Father...
Now, don't argue with me, lad. Now, go on, be off about your business.
I only wanted to have a look at that room, Mother.
Mr. Flaxton's very upset, Peter.
Doesn't seem to make much sense to me.
Best if you go out and play for a while. Let things simmer down a bit, eh?
He'd no right to be in that room, Sarah. I thought the old man was going to have a fit.
You show a boy a locked room, Archie, and sooner or later he'll want to know what's behind the door. I bet you and Jonathan did your fair share of nosy parkering about this place.
Aye. That was a long time ago.
pay strict attention to all that Mr. Jezreel has to say to you. I shall expect a good report from him as to your progress.
Yes, sir.
Very well. Mr. Jezreel.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
I thought I might do better on my own pony.
One of the first requisites of a gentleman, young sir, is to sit a horse correctly. Ponies are for little girls. Young men ride horses, David. Proper horses. That's one of my best. Look after it.
I'll try.
You'll do more than try, sir. You'll master the animal.
Or it'll master you, young man. It has a will of its own as this one. If I don't take to you, it'll soon let you know. Rather temperamental it is. Some say it trampled a man to death when it were being broken in. Terrible mess by all accounts. Now you heard what your guardian said. You're to pay strict attention to me. So sit erect, sir. Get your knees in. And hold the horse tightly. And mind, I'll be watching you all the time. Hold him!
Hold on. I'll get you out. Thank you.
You ought to be more careful. There's a lot of them bugs around.
I fell off my horse.
Oh, it was you I heard them, was it?
I suppose so.
You all right?
Yes, thanks.
You're the boy from Stillgo Lodge.
You're from Flaxton Hall.
My
I'm
father
not
says
supposed
that...
to. You're on Stillgo land.
Aye, I got lost. What are we going to do now? Fight?
I don't want to fight. You just help me out.
I'd have done the same for anyone. Look, there's a cowboy up there. You'd best go inside and warm up a bit.
What's your name?
Peter Weeks. My father's the bailiff of Flaxton. Is your father Sir Tarquin Stillgo?
No, it's my guardian. My name's David.
But you're a Stillgo.
Yes,
We're supposed to be deadly enemies.
I know.
But you seem all right. I don't know what all the fuss is about.
Neither do I.
There's a stream back there. Any fish in it?
I don't know.
Someone's coming. Who is it?
Mr. Jezreel, my riding master.
Master David! He's coming here.
Outside.
You in there, brat? So you are. Come out, sir. Look at the sight of you. Your guardian will have something to say about this, won't he? I had to go all the way to Carlston Wood before I could catch that cob. And a right lather he were when I got it. I'll wager Sir Tarquin will thrash the hide out of you for this. And there's someone else in here with you, is there? Come on out. Who's this? A Billy Joe? Trespassing, eh? Oh, no. No, this is a bigger catch. I know you, lad. You're the Flaxton bailiff's son, aren't you?
Yes.
And he saved my...
Hold your tongue! Someone from Flaxton on Stilgo land, eh? Well, that's a turn-up for the book, isn't it? Well, we shall have to teach this one a lesson before we hand him over to Sir Tarquin, won't we? Just make sure he knows he's not welcome here.
Go, Peter, run! Run!
Get off of him! Right, we'll make sure whether he can beat my horse or not.
If you go across there, you can cut him off. We'll both catch you from Sir Tarquin now, won't we, Mr. Jezreel?
And so two lonely boys have met. One from Flaxton Hall and the other from Stilgo Lodge. And their first meeting has led to adventure and immediate friendship, in spite of the feud that exists between their two houses. Maybe, together, they will discover the reason for Jonathan's strange disappearance and the mysteries hidden in his locked room. In any case, they most certainly will see one another again, although their meetings, for the moment, must be made in secret.